whole kids are going oh, oh, oh.
Hi kids! I have been hearing a lot of great questions lately about the kingdom of heaven. What is the kingdom of heaven and what does it even look like? The amazing thing is that the kingdom looks a lot like the king, meaning it looks like Jesus. So, you may be wondering then, what does Jesus look like? If we look at the life of Christ carefully, we see a man who served others first, someone who found value in things that were opposite to what our culture or our world finds value in. This month, we're going to be looking at taking a close look at one of Jesus' most famous teachings called the Sermon on the Mount. That's where he had this big series of teachings called the Beatitudes. In his teachings, Jesus says some pretty crazy things, and he gives blessings to things such as, blessed are the poor in spirit, and blessings to those who mourn or cry, or something like that. So crazy. Hey dude, how's it going?
Good.
I'm glad you joined me because we are just telling all the vintage kids here what Jesus is like and what heaven might even be like. Can we say hi?
Hi. What are you doing?
What am I doing? Well, I just told you we're telling all of our friends about what the kingdom of heaven looks like. Oh, want to listen up?
Yeah.
You can help me out, actually. I'm glad you're here. So one day, Jesus was hanging out with his disciples, his dudes, and they were arguing over who is the greatest and who was going to be at his side in heaven. And they asked Jesus, they said, which one of us is the best? Which one is the greatest? And do you know what he said? Dude, that's gross. Do you know what he said? Do you have a guess? Well, you know what? Jesus actually didn't even really answer their question. Instead, he picked up a child, just kind of like how you are on me, nose picking and all. He picked up a child and he said, unless you become like a child yourself, you won't even enter the kingdom of heaven. Isn't that a silly thing to say? It's very interesting. So Jesus was speaking to their pride because the disciples were arguing, and sometimes things that we think are important are kind of like upside down in comparison to us. Just like this, upside, oh, you're getting big, upside down. Say hello.
Hello.
So instead of being proud, Jesus encourages us to be humble. And instead of being strong and boastful, Jesus says to be meek and mild. So check out this picture here, you guys. What do you see? But what if I do this? Now what do you see? Let's remember next time that sometimes when we're trying to figure out what the kingdom of heaven actually looks like, it might look a little upside down to what we think it should look like. Kind of funny, okay? I can't wait to explore more about what the kingdom of heaven looks like the rest of this month. Thanks for joining us, you guys. Bye.
Bye.